All right, so as you can tell, the pond is full, the pond is clean, the pond is running. Well, it should be off. Well, let's turn it up this way, because otherwise it's just going to keep draining. Okay, I see no water. I see no water. Still no water. I'm thinking he's turned off. All right. No, I'm not taking this with me. This is the old pump. I got the new pump.
That's garbage, right?
That's your old one.
That's garbage.
Well, unless you got some other use for it, yeah, it's garbage. No use to me. All right. So happy, happy, joy, joy. We got a waterfall. I got your new pump and I got your old fountain head, and I'm gonna find an adapter to join the two of them. You'll call me because I'll forget. All right. All right. Happy. I give him $30 an hour. Yes. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, he probably should, but it's not a fair world. My version of fair is what's fairly good for me. All right, Aaron. And besides, he's the one that agreed to work for $30 an hour. I offered to let him make the 75 and go do it himself, but no, he would rather take that.
Well, at first you said something about half, and then that option went off the table after a while.
Well, because
I couldn't figure out why, because I'm doing all the work anyway.
Yeah, but you won't come on your own. I still gotta come. All right, I gotta end the video so I can get the bucket of zooplankton, and we'll get out of here. And I hope I didn't scare anybody with that move. Okay, bye. Okay, now we're finishing up. Nope. That's a 2,000 PSI pressure washer, and it won't even touch it. So.
I got some stuff off on the bottom and stuff, but
yeah. It grows right into the liner, and
that's really calcium.
See, the pressure washer I used to use is only 1,600 PSI. This thing works so much better. Bigger too. The other one was like a carry around your arm. So, all right. So yeah, we're just cleaning up, packing up, getting out of here. We'll have to get an adapter for the fountain head so that she can use her new pump. And he'll rinse out the bio balls. That's the filter for it. There's the pump, UV sterilizer, but we won't be able to hook that up till later. All right, so yeah, we'll just pack up and then we'll hang out until the waterfall's ready and plug her in, turn her on. All right, happy, 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 bye-bye. Say bye. All right, we're back.
We probably should have before too.
It said, would you like to manage your files or something like that? Yeah, I managed it. I turned it off. And now it works again. See, Aaron tells me that the phone is supposed to make sense and that it doesn't hate me. I disagree with that statement. I think the phone hates me. I don't know why. I'm a nice person. I'm very kind. Just make sure you don't drag the net across the bottom of the pond. Because that would destroy a net, and like the corners are getting destroyed so fast. You know, bottom of the pond's kind of rough. Were you dragging it across the bottom, son?
Isn't that why you said something like that?
Yeah. I always know the answer.
Yeah, I know that you know what you're asking.
You've been my son for a long time.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be down to the one and then the shop vac. I don't know if you're going to get the second one going or not. That one's going, that one's going.
I know, but it's gonna get sour.
Yeah, well, don't pick it up. Shop vac will clean out the rest. We get him a shop vac. A shop vac. Loving you on the sidewalk in your new dress all alone. Love ain't you talk. He ain't picking up his phone. The way you're talking sounds like someone you should be. May not know what love is, girl, but I know what love ain't. Love ain't. He ain't. Okay, shop vac ready? Where's the electrical? Oh, okay, there she is. Thank you, son. I don't know what's left over. A little branch. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, plugged in. I gotta keep my hand away from that corner. That's where the lens is. Well, I didn't put the lid on, I just took it half off. So this is the way you had it. Okay. Okay, the other pump's done. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera off for a couple minutes because I got to roll up all these hoses, and trying to do that with a camera in one hand and a hose in the other would be tricky. All right, see you in a bit. So we're here at a pond and everything's right with the world. Dad's standing here doing nothing, holding the camera, and son's doing all the work. Seems reasonable to me. He, of course, is wearing sandals. I went into the river on Monday wearing bare feet. My one foot's the size of an elephant. Apparently, I'm more susceptible to bacteria now than I used to be. Well, I took my sock off last night and I found out it restricted so my ankle was normal size, but my foot was huge. So I think I scraped it up and got a wee bit of bacterial going on. So I've been massaging in the polysporin. You know, none of this nonsense about going to a doctor on a timely fashion.
Yeah, it has to be over the camera.
Well, I'm wondering, is there any chance he'd just let me have the prescription for the antibiotic without...
Do it over the phone.
And I don't have to go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's the way they do it now. Because they don't want extra people.
Well, why don't they do that the way all the time? Like,
That's what hopefully we'll get to.
yeah, like, why do we need to waste an hour and a half of my life? Like, that's why I don't go to the doctor. If I can get the bleeding stopped in less than 5 hours.
Oh, like the fact that it's so annoying to go to the doctor and that you don't get paid for days off.
Yeah.
That nobody does anything about illness.
Yeah. Well, I always thought they tried to make it really irritating to keep the healthcare costs down. You know, you don't want it convenient because people might get better, and then, of course, you know, what are they going to do then? Keep you at home. So we went and collected zooplankton, so I got a bucket. Oh man, there's so much life in there. We'll do the second half of that video later, but that's what I was doing while I was waiting for Aaron, because he had to pick up some stuff for me, and so he got here before me because, you know, I get a little distracted when I'm collecting zooplankton. You know, that's zooplankton, like, seriously. I don't know. Did you bring a bucket back?
I didn't bring any buckets back.
Okay. I'm gonna go get a bucket for you then. We're going for a bucket ride. Ride, bucket, ride. Now, let's ride, Sally, ride. Take a load off Annie. Well, that's not Sally. Sally and Annie, get your gun. There's a bucket full of zooplankton. I put it in the shade so it'd stay cool. Take a load off Annie. Take a load for free. What?
Bring a net too, because we left the strainer back with the hoses.
Oh. Now, I don't mind walking back and forth rather than being in the pond. Yeah, we left everything at Moses last night because, well, it was 6 o'clock and I wanted to go. That's the joy of being self-employed. It's 6 o'clock and I wanted to go. The other side of it is it's 12 midnight and I'm still working because I'm self-employed. So sometimes it goes better than other times.